What is going down, everyone? It's time for another episode of Mojobreak's The Hype. And we're talking about Fanatics Fest today. We got some stats on some PSA grading cards and like what's happened after the slowdown on the tiers, the lower tiers. So we're going to discuss that. Goodwin Champions checklist is out and it looks fantastic. So we got that to talk about. If you're going to Fanatics Fest, we will be there and we got some free shirts. We're going to be selling some awesome singles, chances at free breaks. So if you're going to Fanatics Fest at the Javits Center, July 16th through the 19th, come by and say hi to us. We'll be in attendance to see some of our fans and some of our longtime customers that will be going to New York. But still recovering from some soccer. I didn't think that USA was going to win the World Cup, but I didn't think that USA was going to go out that badly against Belgium. So what do you guys think? I mean, is there any hope?
The USA
how
team,
long? How long is it going to take for USA to win?
USA team is they're like the 49ers. It's the best comparison I can have.
Well, you'd have to win a World Cup to be like the 49ers.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, I mean, okay, they're like the 49ers of the last 30 years.
No, but we went to the Super Bowl. They didn't go to a World Cup final.
Yeah,
Oh.
fair.
So
yeah,
you're grasping at straws here.
Yeah,
Look, for the comparison.
The main takeaway here.
okay, they're the Cleveland Browns of the World Cup.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go.
My main takeaway is simply this. Training camp is upon us for the NFL. Real football has begun.
Oh yeah, don't even start
once again.
Don't even talk about baseball.
Hey,
At least the Giants. The Giants put on a display last night. I was all sad about the USA game.
Great.
Turned it over to the Giants. Helio Ramos hit an inside the park Little League home run, and then he hit another home run.
They're 16 games below 500.
No, they're
15? 14 games below. I mean, that is a new benchmark of success, I believe.
Their trick this year is every time they are at 15 below, they never go further.
That's
Every time they see 15, they go, can't go to 16
Are
below.
you telling me
Gotta
at
go
the
out
end
and
of the
win.
year when they're all sitting around going, okay, let's go ahead and figure out how this year went? Well,
We never
dip below 15 games over 500.
Hell yeah. Or under.
Actually, to the season ticket holders next year, let's start with that.
Yeah.
Let's just be like, hey,
We never went
beer
below
might be
15
$18 a beer.
Yep.
$14 a hot dog, but we never went
bullpen-
15 games below 500.
Bullpen gives up 12 runs a game, but
It's a beautiful ballpark.
yep.
It's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of I think we might have talked about it on the podcast, but I have been, it's just gaining steam. Is this becoming Wrigley Field West, where it doesn't matter how good the team is, you're still going to get 75% of that place full because the vibes are good, the ballpark's beautiful, the food's good.
Vibes aren't good.
Well,
You need to play
right.
decent baseball for vibes to be good.
Vibes aren't bad. I mean, I've been
on a Saturday afternoon when you're not, and you're like, I don't really care about the game. I'm just enjoying the sights. I'm going down the Coke slide with the kids. I'm getting my hot fudge
Get your
sundae.
Girardelli.
Oh, look at the
Took an
view
hour
of
to
the
get.
bay. It's beautiful. Oh, what's the score? It's 13-2. Other team. All right, whatever.
Go in the batting cage downstairs.
It's a tourist attraction.
It is. I mean,
It's in it.
Cool. With that attitude, they'll never put a good team on the field.
That's what I'm saying. There is a fear of like, is this setting in where this is like ownership is like, we're going to make our money.
And
because it's a tourist attraction.
I would agree with you on that, but they're easily in the top 10 in salary. So like they're going out and spending the money.
And they're still in the top 10 in attendance,
which
regardless
makes
of the record.
so much worse.
Yes.
Because I wish they were just a team that didn't spend any money and it would be easy to be like, okay, well, they're bad because they are in the bottom 20% of salary, but they are in the top 5% in salary. They need to win some more baseball games.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but back to, we're going to Fanatics Fest and when France and Argentina are playing in the finals, I mean, who do you guys have? Do you guys have France or, I mean, they're probably going to have all the Argentinian refs there as well. I mean, this is Messi's last World Cup. We got to go ahead and, market this. We got to sell more Adidas shoes. We've got to make some more money for FIFA with Messi because they obviously don't care about the greatest of all time, Ronaldo, who just played his last game. Although the next World Cup is in Portugal. So maybe, I don't know, maybe at the age of 45, he comes out.
Portugal, Spain,
that guy
Morocco.
Boppy is pretty good.
Boppy's
pretty good.
I mean, it just the absolute craziness of what happened today with Egypt and taking away that goal it's hard to not think that things are a little swayed in favor of Messi, who's, when you compare GOATs, when you compare Messi and Ronaldo, Messi has always played with good players. He's been on Barcelona with the best players of all time. So, I mean, yeah, he does have a World Cup champion.
There's good players on the Miami team he's on, the MLS.
Well,
is there any good players
there only
there?
needs to be one for that team, but
there are actually a few former European, former stars of better leagues. Sorry, MLS, that are on that team. So.
I mean, at one point it was like Neymar. Wasn't Mbappe on that team too?
No, not on
PSG,
Miami.
right?
Oh, PSG.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So he's always played with.
PSG had a super.
Yeah, he's always
team.
played with like He's like been on the Yankees of every soccer team he's played
fair.
on.
Yeah.
So now potentially going down 3-1 against Egypt. We wipe away a goal.
Are you trying to say that Messi isn't the greatest to ever do it?
That
when
he's
it
the
comes to
KD
soccer?
of soccer.
Because I'm Portuguese.
So am I. Actually found out today, yesterday.
No.
I went on my ancestry. You know how Ancestry, it adds more data?
No, I-
2% Portuguese.
Hey.
So 2%.
It's funny
more than me.
because I went from 20% to like 50%.
Hey. There you
So
go. Wow.
I mean, look,
Might as well start learning Portuguese.
yeah, no, I love linguiça.
Linguiça's good.
Linguiça's really the only thing they truly got. Everything
Oh,
else,
they got
everything else.
Koivish. I mean, there's a lot of good food.
No, a lot of it's very.
Well, then you're not a
Black-
true Portuguese.
No, black
Clearly.
licorice soup is
It's
terrible.
just you never had it done the right way.
It's just soggy bread soup. It's disgusting.
It could be done.
Yeah, I mean, I
it's-
do want to go to my homeland for this World Cup, though. You know,
The 2%,
yeah.
2% of you.
Surprisingly, in my last
you-
name,
would
my
you
last
just
last
literally-
name was I was as Irish, and I'm only like 7%.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's
I
weird.
don't get it either. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
actually,
it's
I think I
might go.
actually have Belgium in me too, so I could have been celebrating last night's win over the USA. Well.
I would have to really learn Portuguese if I was going to go to Portugal,
Right.
because I have a feeling that they would probably talk to me in their native Portuguese language, and
Probably, but
I would.
I mean, English is spoken a lot over there as well. I mean,
Is it?
especially if you go to the world, if you're going there for the World Cup, you're going to be amongst a lot of English speakers.
Especially in like the larger cities, like you're gonna get a good
like
amount.
Lisbon, wherever you're going to go.
Right.
I'm sure that's where the games are going to be held, is in Lisbon. I'm assuming.
There will be some in there, and then you'll have obviously Spain is hosting part of it too. So Barcelona,
And Morocco.
Madrid,
So are we doing that again?
Morocco.
Are we going to have multiple countries?
Yeah,
host?
so it's Morocco, Spain, Portugal, which are all like close to each other.
Yes.
If it's just weird. This is not
Morocco's
yes,
close,
But
Yes.
they're in Africa, right?
They're not-
But it's
Yes.
just next to it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna,
right.
I was gonna be like,
very close.
again, I don't
Look at it
I don't know where these countries are, but I didn't know Morocco was in Europe.
Literally, here, look. Oh, look at this. I've got a map. Look, I'm going to show a map right now, folks.
A globe?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the map. I've got it up. There it is. Spain, Portugal, Morocco. And you can see Gibraltar, the Rock of Gibraltar, which is actually part of English territory.
And it doesn't
as well.
connect, but believe it or not. They haven't figured
you
out
mean
a way
the
for it to
Rock of
connect.
Gibraltar?
Right.
Gibraltar. Does Boppy play there too?
So there you go. They are all. It's to make it an American example. It's the tri-state area of Europe, essentially.
I love that. I hope they do it going forward. I like the idea of having
it's
multiple host countries.
Yes.
I like it too.
Spread the love a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
It also probably logistically makes things easier for stadiums. I'd
Sure,
imagine.
'cause you
And
don't-
especially after what happened in Qatar in 2022, when
And-
there was lots of controversy about the way those stadiums were built.
Well, and Russia, I believe.
Yes.
When Russia hosted it, like I believe there's a bunch of abandoned
oh yeah,
stadiums.
Oh, yeah.
That they have really no.
it
use
happens
for.
every Olympics as well.
Happens every Olympics. So, like
yeah.
I love it. It's actually taking a lot of the financial burden off of the countries and giving more people an opportunity to go watch their team in a home stadium.
Yeah.
Because I think that was probably one of the best things about the U.S. having host games, is having the U.S. team like the fans being able to watch the U.S. team at home.
Yeah, and just to get all the other cultures to your stadium. Like when I saw Jordan in Algeria and kind of be exposed to their culture, I thought it was really cool. Do you guys think that, since Messi's going to, get a World Cup this year and he's going to win another championship, do you guys think it's smart to buy him now, or do you think he's already at his peak?
Oh, I'm buying Harry Kane because it's coming home.
I'll tell you right now, Sir Harry,
It's coming home.
Sir Harry, my favorite player.
With his voice gone in that press
Oh,
conference?
that was
Harry
great.
Kane,
Actually, that reminded me
Jude.
of my last national at a Fanatics dinner.
So
I lost my voice, and he's powering through it, man.
He's
fighting
relatable.
through adversity.
Yeah.
He's relatable.
Is that
man.
who we want? Do we all want England to win?
If I had to root, I don't even know what my
Norway,
rooting is.
though?
Norway is actually who
Yeah,
I think
and,
I'm
and,
rooting for.
and the
it's-
bummer about that is they're playing England,
And if you do want, yeah, exactly.
Well, at least one of them's going to win.
and I Sir Harry.
And I think no matter what, though, happens, you mentioned it, the true breakout star of this World Cup is Erling Haaland.
Yes.
The fact that fans have been, he didn't get to be in the last one. This is the first time he's been on the world stage. He's having a blast. He's like on Snapchat. He just discovered it and is like talking to fans on there, making memes of himself. He's just walking the streets of major American cities with a cowboy hat. He's totally like leaning into all of the goofiness about him and all the things that people say about him and having a blast with it while also performing at the highest level.
I also believe that so the U.S. song of choice, the John
Denver?
Take Me Home,
Denver
Country
tune,
Roads. Very good.
I
like it.
I would hope that we can do better.
Really?
That's a good song.
What
dude.
else do you want?
That's a good one.
Like,
That's a good chant
what's
song.
a replacement?
What else do I want? Anything.
Anything.
Come on.
Dude, the song is so good that Jelly Roll and MGK made it again, and it was a number one hit. That's how good the song is.
You're
I don't
telling
know. This
me
one's
that's the
tough.
best we got?
This is a tough hill to
What do
die.
you want? Okay,
so-
okay, discuss. What song would you want?
Oh,
Living on a Prayer?
Ooh, that's a better one.
No.
Should we just go with every sports team and do Mr. Brightside?
I mean, I'm surprised we didn't do like Neil Diamond.
Sweet Caroline's a little
it's a
played out at
Dodger
this
song,
point.
dude.
Sweet Caroline's a little play. It's a Red Sox. And I mean, yes, it's like the next one, but I think it's had its moment. Like, we're done. It's had its moment. Red
Country
Sox
Roads, huh?
have it. Yeah.
Country
Take Me Home,
Roads.
That's a good one.
Okay.
It's got a great.
Now England's got it dialed in
I mean,
because they got
this
Wonderwall.
I agree with.
They got Wonderwall.
This I agree with.
I mean,
I mean,
Country Road is
how
a-
about the Wallflowers? One headlight.
For the U.S.
boy. Well, see, my first pick is Country Road, but if I had to pick a second one, it would be People Equals Shit by Slipknot. I think that's
Yeah.
that's what we got to go out
That's
there
the
and try
next
it out.
one for sure.
Especially like after last.
Look, they
week's
played
game.
at the Iowa State Fair, and few more American institutions than the Iowa State Fair. So,
Well, Slipknot is from Iowa.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe
yeah,
maybe a little Sick or Eyeless or you imagine
Wonder-
the change?
Wonder-
Tool, Schism. Let's just go. Let's do that.
Wonderwall, man.
Yeah, what do you think about
Wonderwall.
Wonderwall? I
That's
mean,
great.
That's
Oasis,
great.
they can't even get together to play that song anymore. And
Great.
we're
No,
gonna-
they
that
just went on
made-
tour.
Oh, they did?
It's a
They
big
patched
deal.
it up? They patched
It was
it up?
a huge deal. Yeah, they're back.
Okay,
They're back.
all right. I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Bank account got a little light. Had to go out there. And,
Yeah, you got to mend fences.
I think I
when you
saw
have
Noel
that.
Gallagher. He's always worth a follow. He's very funny. Before the Mexico game, he apparently misheard everyone complaining because saying, "Why are all these fans complaining about the attitude in Mexico? I've been there. They're lovely people. Why are we all complaining about their attitudes?" And then someone replied, "We're talking about the altitude, mate." Like, oh yeah, altitude. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I have a question for you guys. Like this is something. It's music related, but the Beatles.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll just throw it out. The Beatles.
Overrated.
Were the
If you're about to drop
no,
that.
no.
Okay.
I just have a question. Like, were the Beatles a lot more popular in America than they were England?
No.
Are you sure? I don't.
I think
like,
it eventually became equal
I
popularity.
think if you were to have a conversation with people who are from England, they would probably recognize more of Oasis as like their group.
I just think
And
Oasis.
I think they would look at the Beatles and go, they were a boy band that America really took a hold of, and they're probably more into the Stones.
counterpoint. No.
Okay.
No. Counterpoint.
Okay.
Counterpoint.
I think you just
Because
love, I think you just love the Beatles so much.
I feel well versed in the subject. I think the whole narrative with Oasis was they are the next Beatles, which to me, and that was in England. That wasn't here. It seeped over to here, but that starts in England.
We need somebody who has lived their whole life in England.
We need a Brit to
because
tell us.
I am confident that we in America love the Beatles
more than the
far
UK
more
does.
than England loves the Beatles.
Yeah, they're barely make my Mount Rushmore for, I got like if you talk about bands from England, you got Gorillaz, you got
Great
Blur.
album.
You got Blur.
Blur? Hey. There's probably somebody in
I'm saying
England.
that tongue in cheek.
This is where I stand on why they're still bigger in the UK. But yes, they're
Are you
no
bigger
doubt about it.
But you think they are bigger
as big. I would say there was a point where they reached to a point where it's as big, and
because
worldwide they're everywhere.
Beatlemania was coined as an American thing.
Right.
Now, was this
Like,
before or after the second McCartney came in to play?
Oh yeah, both. Yeah, we're on McCartney number 3. That's why he released McCartney 3 just a few years ago.
I mean,
That's an announcement of now we're on to the third guy.
It's not like I went crazy and was like, obviously, Wings is better than anything the Beatles ever did.
I mean, look, I've been revisiting a lot of Wings, and look, it's deserves a lot more respect.
Is Wings a UK band?
Wings was Paul McCartney's band.
Paul McCartney
Which
band.
really was more just like him and Linda McCartney just making some music with some of their friends at some point. But yeah, anyway, if you go to the Beatles one album, which has all their number one hits, there's a lot of those number one hits where they only went number one in the UK. And it's not just the early stuff. It's like stuff later on.
Well, maybe it wasn't distributed correctly in the US.
True.
I
mean, they're no Rick Springfield, so.
Sure.
Rick Springfield is like a living legend. Do you see that guy? He looks great. He's like 75, still touring.
He does look good.
Jesse's girl, man.
He does look good.
wasn't he on General Hospital? Wasn't he an actor?
Beats me.
Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield.
I think he was on a soap opera. I think he was on General Hospital at one point.
Living legend.
Living legend.
Does he have?
Yeah, I mean,
does he have any other songs besides?
Who does the U.S. Oh,
I don't know.
I got. Okay, how about anything instead of John Denver? Anything from the John Cougar Mellencamp catalog, as I mean, that is Americana, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, anything.
I don't know.
Anything.
I'm having a tough time. I don't know. I can't.
You cannot deny that John Cougar Mellencamp has some bangers.
I just don't know if they're at the
far
level
superior
of
than
Taking
John
On Country
Denver.
Road in terms of iconic and
Pink Houses?
No, come on now. Let's not.
Come on, go.
Let's not get ourselves here. Anyway,
Well, let's get to this PSA talk. So
let's
get back
more-
on track.
more
I mean,
Beatles-
the
more
music,
Beatles
the music,
talk.
the music was fun to talk about. But Slab Mania sweeping the hobby. 2026 first stats reveal collectors grading more than ever. Dive into this a little bit for us, Cody.
yeah. So this was a lot of new information came out over the weekend, just about where we're at with grading statistics, where we stand, because especially after a month of taking away value pricing for PSA. There's maybe a little bit of like, well, let's look back and now see, has anything really changed? Well, this is where we're at 6 months into the year. To start 2026, 17.5 million total cards graded. Only, I say only, but when you compare it to 17.5 million, only 5 million of those are sports cards. This obviously leads me to kind of a broader point of what's going on here. But the other thing you're starting to see, Beckett's grading is up 41% compared to the last 6 months of 2025. CGC is up 31% from that same time frame as well. And I believe that PSA as well said that, quote, while submissions from the spike we saw following our pause announcement are still arriving, we have received fewer than anticipated. Our operations team is working overtime and weekends to ensure continued progress, because they have announced that they have shrunk their backlog from 14 million to 12 billion. So they've knocked 2 million off that number. So it just shows I don't really think anything's stopping this right now. And maybe the value submissions helped to shrink that number, or taking it away helped to shrink that number a little bit. But it does seem like very little is deterring folks, and they are finding alternative options right now.
I have the big takeaway that I just immediately reacted to that info, because I hadn't seen that until now, is if you're a Pokemon collector and you just collect the cards and you're grading them and you're going to keep them forever, that's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Value doesn't matter. But I would suggest looking at pop reports on your cards that you've just recently got graded and seeing if it's at an all-time high right now and thinking about unloading them before the bottom drops out. Because we're saying that out of 12, what was that statistic again?
So 17.5 million cards have been graded already this year.
And 12 million of those were Pokemon cards.
Exactly.
Right.
Or TCG, which you would have to think a substantial amount of those are
less
Pokemon.
than 3 times.
Yeah.
So for every 2.5, for every one sports card, there's 2.5.
Which, includes
I know
One
you
Piece.
can't grade a half a card, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
Which includes Lorcana, One Piece, all these other TCG brands.
You're right. I do believe that it's got to be 90% Pokemon.
Sure. Or at least 75 at the lowest.
I think it's probably, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. If we fast forward.
And when we say sports card, like, sorry to cut you off, but if we say sports cards, is entertainment lumped into that? So
I think entertainment is lumped into the TC. I don't know if it's lumped into TCG.
Like, there's
but
been
I
a
would
lot
imagine.
of Disney that's been
right,
and there's been a lot of like Marvel
gone
and
up.
stuff like that. So like, where does that get put into this?
Right. That's a hard equation. Maybe there's so few of them. I mean, really, we only have like 5 or 6 sets that are out right now in this first year between like Disney Chrome and Pixar and all this stuff. It's probably not that. I mean, some Star Wars stuff, but there's probably not a lot of sets to contribute too much to that number. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a card that has a pop, like some of these cards have like a pop, like Umbreons and things like that. They have like a pop count of like 50,000. So like,
yep. Well,
if there's a gigantic sell-off, like if something happens where, demand weans and we're back to, sub 2020s of gaming cards, these cards are going to drop by 90%. Is prediction. But like I said, if you're not a flipper, if you don't sell your cards, if you just collect, then it doesn't even matter. But if you're looking at, if you're one of those people that are like, you bought it at a certain price or you got it graded, you got to be worried about these numbers. Are these numbers going to be able to continue to grow? It's hard to see that this bubble doesn't burst at some point on some of these certain cards. Now I know One Piece, some of those are serial numbered. And there's not a finite amount, but we know Pokemon can continue to reprints because they don't have anything serial numbered. So they could do more and more waves of certain products. There could be more and more pops being added into your cards. And right now, frankly, you have a kind of a heyday of time for those sub $500 cards for TCG, right? Nobody's grading those cards right now, so it's kind of helping your population at the moment. But maybe when that low tier opens back up, there's going to be a flood, and you may see pop counts that are at 50,000 now go to like 100,000 because people are going to be waiting to that $49.99 to come back and play, and then they can submit their $500 card again. They're not doing that right now, so. Just stuff to think about if you are seriously investing in your, I hate to use the invest word, but there's a lot of people that are doing that these cards are there's just too much of them out there right now.
Here's a look, by the way. I just looked up Pokemon on Card Ladder on their ladder index and just organized by pop count. That Pikachu with the gray felt hat, which I think a lot of people looked at that as like, oh, this is going to be one of the greatest Pokemon.
The Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh. A PSA 9 full art, 53,000 on the pop count, 49,000 with the PSA 10. And you can see here, so there's more SIRs, a Charizard EX out of Scarlet and Violet, 48,000. Another shiny full art out of Sword and Shield Shining Fates Charizard, 35,000. The list goes on and on. That Pokemon 2000, the movie, which I should have held on to that card, 29,000. I remember getting that in line for the movie. What a fool I was to just lose it on my popcorn.
And then on that, you see a lot of 2023, 2022, 2021.
Yes.
There's got to be a lot more being made now, too. So it's surprising.
25 Phantasmal Flames, SIR Mega Charizard. 25,657. In comparison, the Luca PSA 10 base Prism has just over 20,000, which I think can all say is maybe one of, if not the most graded modern basketball card right now.
Zion.
That's why it's really almost impossible to, like, I know we're buying and selling Pokemon singles in the shop here, but it's almost impossible to comp because you can have 100 sales of the same card in one day because there's so many out there, right?
And I think that's what you see, like the fluctuation of the market is so dramatic.
Yep.
Because there's just so many transactions.
So many transactions happening right now. So just, I mean, if you're collecting for the love of the game and you don't ever sell, then don't even worry about it. But if you're worried about like your $100,000 investment in all these Pokemon singles you have, it may be time to consider, by the end of the summer here, that you might want to get these things turned into some cash.
Yeah. In comparison, I just looked up Prism, most graded Prism cards of all time. And there you go. Victor Wembanyama is now number 1. The base PSA 10 pop count, 27,000.
That's surprising. Zion number 2.
Zion number 2. Ja Morant number 3. Luka number 4. So that all sounds about right. All PSA 10s.
And then we just had to get another Zion in there.
And then you got Trae Young in there as a PSA 9. A LeBron 2019 PSA 10 at 13,000. That's definitely your peak of kind of what we're seeing with Pokemon right now, of just like, I got to get my year 20 LeBron or my year 19 LeBron graded, which, now it's a $36
it's a little bit easier to predict these pop counts because these sets are made with autographs and serial numbers, so they can't keep reprinting them, right? Which Pokemon, they could
never stop.
They could make a set from a couple years ago. I don't know the rules and regulations. I'm not saying that they would go back and print something for 2023, but we've seen it with Phantasmal Flames. They've ran that thing several times. We just got a restock about a month and a half ago of apparently the last wave of Phantasmal Flames, and we sold it out in like a week, which is crazy. But it's just like you see the prices on the Luka, like $90 to $100,
right?
Well, but yet a Charizard that has triple the pop count is selling for $2,000.
Well, here, look at we were there. Remember the Zion? Here's the chart. Back in 2021, there it is.
I mean, that's based on performance. I mean, Charizard's not going to get an ACL tear,
graph,
but
and I'm just like
$900 for that card.
Time to buy.
$15 for that same PSA 10 base rookie Zion. It was $900.
No better time to buy than right now.
$15. Maybe that Jaw. Now he's in Portland. I don't know. $24.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's anybody that's out there trying to get rich off of Pokemon. Because, I mean, you don't see Kevin O'Leary. He doesn't have a Charizard around his neck, Like, he's going after one-of-one pieces that are only
But it
unique.
does, the pop count does, so you hear at least local shows, and you hear this a lot, that, like, a lot of sports collectors are complaining that they go to a local show, and it's 90% Pokemon.
Right.
Well, why do you think it's 90% Pokemon? Because there's so much more of that stuff readily available.
There's so much more.
Easy to acquire.
Exactly. The price of entry is low.
At the price point of getting some Pokemon packs is still substantially cheaper than getting almost any sports card release.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's it's definitely more affordable, and that's why I think you're seeing so much. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out with how long this. I mean, obviously, I want this to continue to be successful and growing collector bases for years to come. But that's kind of like a reality that I don't know in past has never worked.
Now, and I think this is like the natural progression to this is that at some point Pokemon's like, we're going to serialize some of these cards.
Ooh.
If they do that,
I think there'd be a little bit of an uproar.
100%.
Yeah.
Because all the people that are holding on to these cards that have pop counts of 50,000, you're going to see those Pokemon collectors going, well, I want the Pikachu that's numbered to 199. And I know, the pop count will be, and that is the one thing that I think can truly tank the modern day Pokemon market that we are.
They could.
In right now.
I've talked to a few more people about this because I've been curious about it too. I've talked to some people that have been more involved in the Pokemon scene than me, and they say that they do truly believe in the gameplay of the thing, so they won't head down that route. If they ever did, it would have to be desperate times, right? It would have to be like, this whole thing is dead, and we need some kind of idea to bring people
seen
back.
Magic the Gathering kind of do that, though. They came out with their collector boxes.
Because they're behind. They're losing. Like, they're already losing to
But
Pokemon.
When at some point, like, there's ebbs and flows to every market, Pokemon will have to figure out new ways to appeal to an audience, and that is the low-hanging fruit, is to make short printed, and you can make it as like a premium box, like what Magic the Gathering does. I just think if they did that, like, it would negatively affect the current Pokemon market as we know it.
Yeah, it would 100% affect that. It would be wild. I mean, I think breakers would be happy about that.
Well, everybody be breaking Pokemon.
Everybody would be breaking Pokemon, but I think that they're so protected, and they'd have to have like a couple years now of just sets that never.
But could
do
you
well.
imagine if they made a Pokemon set that guaranteed something? I mean, it can be crazy where like every box you get a card numbered to 199 or less.
Well, this is the thing.
Like
Is they,
just something even like that. You know how much they can print? And do you know what they can literally charge MSRP out of the gate for a box like that?
print money.
It could be $1,000 a box, and all you're going to be guaranteed is a card to 199.
Dude, we went through in comparison, Charizard is probably like Mickey Mouse, right? Like Charizard is the face of Pokemon. They went like a whole year without making a Charizard card, and it was still on fire. Like they didn't even need to put him in there.
Yep.
Like they were able to create different Umbreons and all these different different big hits that people love out of the SIRs, and not even worry about using Charizard.
It also speaks to like the depth of the roster at this point for Pokemon, that you can, especially from the old school. There's been a lot of that, of like going back to like the Gengar became really popular because that's a original character from the original 151. But to your point of what you're talking about, Dan, they kind of did this. I remember back that top set, the Pokemon top set that was out in, I think, 2000 or 2001, where they kind of tried to do the like, well, it's not the game, but these are trading cards. Like these are like lower numbered cards, and there's different parallels and all this. And I remember it like, I remember getting those cards when I was really into Pokemon cards and thinking, this is crap. I hated this. We're in a different world now.
Yeah.
It's such a different world.
Well,
But
there's
as a
rumors.
kid, I
I'm
remember
glad you brought
hating
that up.
Yeah.
Because there's rumors of it's coming back. Because there's
And that's where you
some
feel
signers.
that void.
Are you talking 30th anniversary?
Well, Topps had some kind of Pokemon
You
signer.
mean Topps.
Topps Chrome of some sort IP of Pokemon. So maybe that's where Pokemon's like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're not making it. We're letting them use the license. They can do 101s, all that stuff,
Right.
and we're protected.
The time is right where I feel like at that time the Pokemon craze was so like it's got to be the trading card game or nothing. Where I remember maybe I was a minority in this, but I don't remember those. They did not take the same way that like the other sets took. But now it'd be huge.
I think right now, if a Pokemon Chrome came out
be massive.
and a Pokemon Sapphire,
It would be.
it would be. I don't.
We
even
would think so, but I don't know. Like these diehards might be like, well, now my box is $1,000. I don't care for this stuff.
I think though, if you as long as you keep offering the original TCG and it's still the same thing at the same price, and you're offering, especially because you've crossed over now where people who are sports cards collectors are in on Pokemon as well. You are going to have those guys are going to eat that up. And see it as an opportunity to be like, well, look at if the return on investment on buying a Pokemon box is what it is, a booster box is what it is. Imagine me buying a hobby box of this Chrome stuff. It's going to be massive down the road. And I think now is the time. It's never been a better opportunity to do it.
Yeah, and check out, we're doing some Goodwin Champions, not only on eBay Live, but at Mojobreak.com. Head on over to Mojobreak.com and check out our schedule. Everything's scheduled. Everything is available for purchase before the break. So grab spots where, we're doing new Finest. We've still got, I think, a little bit of World Cup Prism that we're doing. So if you want to get into a break, head on over there. You can also use code Goodwin10 for 10% off your next order on Mojobreak.com. And that's valid through this upcoming Monday. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Goodwin10, GOODWIN 10 for 10% off your new order. Fanatics just announced that Wembanyama will be at the last minute addition to the Fanatics games along with LeBron. On a side note, if you are Victor Wembanyama, you can no longer, he cannot be incognito anywhere.
No.
You know what I mean? Like if you're Brock Purdy, you can kind of wear a hoodie and maybe a hat and walk around at the Safeway.
There's places he can go and be not recognized.
Who,
for
Brock
sure.
Purdy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Victor Wembanyama, no.
Any given Sunday on the field.
All right. Relax.
I mean, Mr. Toyota. I mean, not everybody gets Toyota
I mean, he's
sponsorships.
barely recognized out there. Nobody cares.
The thing with Wemby too is, even if you don't know who he is, you just look at him and go, well, that's someone. Like, you don't look like that and are just like, yeah, I work at the used car lot. Like, no, you do something.
It happened in Vegas with Wemby and the great Britney Spears.
Britney Spears didn't know who he was. That was a different time. Though.
She basically was like, I know you're somebody because.
But that was
so
his rookie
tall.
year, though, too, right? So I mean, he's a little bit.
But even at that,
right?
I think like Wemby walks in the store right now, every single person stops what they're doing and just turns, just based on the fact that like.
He can
How often
do
you see people in the world that are like well over 7 foot tall?
What's the clearance
That's
here?
insane.
How tall is the? I'm just trying to figure out.
I think they're 10-foot ceilings.
Okay, so yeah,
So
we got about 3 feet or
he'd be
about 2.5 feet.
I mean, he would
closer to the
be
top.
able to lift up his arm and touch it.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Like,
can touch
the
it.
ceiling.
Look, if we ever get some more lights out, it'd be great to call them and just fix it.
Serious.
Like, hey, can you grab that?
I was thinking, could he like maybe be in a wheelchair? Like maybe like could he be incognito that
You
way?
could,
maybe.
yeah.
But then you'd see the limbs and you're like, this guy is just a gigantic human.
He's a huge guy.
Because I remember seeing we were at Disneyland and I saw a gentleman that was 7 foot and I was like, well, appeared to be 7 foot.
Right.
And I didn't get it. I saw him from the back and I was like, okay, that guy's got to be somebody. And it was Brooke Lopez.
There you go.
So I mean,
Disney
and that's a
aficionado.
guy that's way smaller than Wemby. I mean, I think he's like 6'11" or 6'10" or something.
Former Stanford great.
Yeah. So, but like, everybody knew who that guy was just based on his height. So I was just saying, like, Wembanyama walking around Fanatics Fest, if he does, I know he bought some Star Wars cards at the last Fanatics Fest. Like, you know when he's coming.
We'll see about him walking around in New York City. I know it won't all be New York fans there, but got to imagine a few people might be coming with eggs ready to go.
Well, they won, so I mean, how much,
How much more can this guy take? Yeah, it's fair. He's like, if somebody does that, he's like, dude, you guys won. Just relax. You got your title.
And LeBron will be at Fanatics Fest, and obviously our rumors that we created amongst here is like, is the decision similar to Kevin Durant last year with the Rockets? Is the decision of where he's going to be playing going to be held at Fanatics Fest?
Yes,
You think so?
1,000% yes.
You're all in on that.
Oh.
Because I even heard Rich Paul say, well, don't expect a decision. This was about 2 days ago. Don't expect a decision anytime soon. He's on his own time. He's gonna think about it and he's gonna come to his decision. I give it about 2 weeks. And what comes up in about 2 weeks or about less than that now? Fanatics Fest. It's happening.
I mean, it's safe to say
100%.
Safe to say based on the moves that the Lakers already made, he's not coming back to the Lakers.
He's not a Laker.
I think did he officially say that he's not coming back to the Lakers?
He won't be a Laker.
He told them to go ahead and revamp their roster without him in mind or something like that.
So it's Luka's team now.
It's Luka's team. But they
Pizza
went
Boys
out
team.
and got like
Walker
Kessler and like
gave Austin Reeves the bag.
Yeah, they basically went out. They have a new they're a whole new team.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we would love to see him as a Warrior, but I think from a media standpoint, the media win is the Cavs, right?
It's starting to sound like it's going to be Cavaliers, and I think they're even going to restructure James Harden's contract so that he can play alongside Harden, Donovan Mitchell, and frankly, with that talent, Jared Allen's still there. There's a lot. Evan Mobley, LeBron. That's a pretty enticing.
It's probably the best Cavaliers team he's played on.
Yeah,
by
could
far,
be.
right? I mean, he had Kyrie
16.
and Kevin Love and J.R. Smith before.
2016, they did win a title.
Well, Draymond.
I don't know. Him and James Harden together though.
We'll see.
Like I don't know how well that works.
But I mean, he does love Steph. He does do a lot of things with Draymond.
Him and Steph, I actually think they very well can complement each other very well on the court.
Right.
Where I don't know if Harden and LeBron really complement each other very well.
Harden also not quite the same player he was even 2 or 3 years ago. I think he is definitely, and even with Mitchell there, Mitchell is the number one option on that team. And I don't think that changes with LeBron James.
The one thing that gives me hope for the Warriors is because at the end of the season, we got knocked out and, there was like, this could be Steve Kerr's last game and Steve Kerr was hugging Curry and Draymond and all the Warriors, and they kind of acted like they were saying their goodbyes. And then all of a sudden, Steve Kerr's back.
Yep.
So to me, it's like, was that call made and say, hey, I think LeBron wants to come here and he only wants to play for you. Right. You know, it's kind of similar. You know, Bryce Harper was going to be a Giant, but he only wanted to play for Bochy. That didn't happen. Right. So it's like, okay, you're going to, Steve, if you come back for one more year, you know, LeBron's going to come by. So maybe, you know, that's the only thing as a Dubs homer.
I also think that Draymond basically being open to restructuring his contract and saving the team money so they can go out. He didn't do that to make sure they were going to sign Kristaps.
No.
DeMar
DeRozan.
Like he wants LeBron there.
Yep.
I think
So does Steph.
I think Curry wants LeBron.
I think they all want LeBron there, and I think that's the push.
And they're
right
all
now.
friends. I mean, Draymond does. I think he's got the same. Does he have the same agents, or he's done a lot of things with LeBron?
Rich Paul, right?
It's literally the decision is this: do you want to play with your buddies, or do you want to go home? Or Philly is now the enticing third option of like that may be the best collection of talent that he could potentially play with, where he does fit in very well to their lineup and complements it well. Whereas, you know. But I think it comes down to friends or home. Which one?
Yeah. And lastly, let's talk a little bit about this 2026 Goodwins checklist.
It's a fun one.
Let's go over some of the notables. I know we have a picture here of David Blaine and, of course, the great USA soccer star Alex Morgan.
Yeah, that's right. A
Women's
USA team.
Women's team might have been able to beat Belgium.
Say a USA team that can actually win. What a thought.
I know.
So the last couple of years, I feel like I was low key like, man, Goodwin is just not what it used to be. It's just not having the same oomph to it that it once did. This year, I feel like they're coming back around. I love this checklist has legit big names in it. I will throw out, this is a huge one for the kids. The voice of Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters, Arden Cho, is signing in this one. That is a big deal for the kiddos. I will just throw that out there. How about Alicia Silverstone?
Nice.
Signing in there. Clueless.
Aerosmith videos.
San Mateo's finest.
Is that right?
I believe.
Wow.
She's definitely Northern California, San Mateo or San Bruno or something.
I did not know that the Bay Area, San Francisco. Wow. The Bay Area claims Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. All the grades come from here.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, she's the GOAT.
I mean, look. Yeah, San Mateo High School. You had it right on the money.
I've
Good call.
Yes.
So, elite.
I know
knowledge.
my Alicia Silverstone trivia.
Anya Taylor-Joy, who another one, that the voice of Princess Peach. So, and she's a big star.
Princess Peach in the
Mario movies, the movies. Bill Nye, the science guy. David Blaine. Cam Brink, who's signed in a lot of Upper Deck stuff recently. De'Aaron Fox, he's a regular.
He's at Upper Deck
stuff. Who else we got? George Lopez is in there. Freddie Prinze Jr. in there. The list goes on and on.
Now, is there a Freddie Prinze and who's his wife?
There's no. I don't.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, SMG.
I do not see Sarah Michelle Gellar on the list.
That's too bad. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, but then you have a lot of the Upper Deck regulars. There is, of course, still Michael Jordan Otto's in here. Dan, I do have to figure out if we have because we were talking about. I know Bubba Wallace is in here as fresh off of that new agreement with Michael Jordan's race team. So that is going to be another big ad.
But we don't know if anybody else from the 2311.
I'm looking at here. Let me look it up right now.
I mean, Tyler Reddick would be big.
He is indeed in there. Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace are the two included.
Okay.
For Yaxel Landenborg, who's just the Warriors. AZ Fudd, who's the number one pick in the WNBA. So a lot of big notable names, I think. And of course, like I said, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, all the big ones you come to expect. Tiger not in here.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Pete Sampras in here.
But Jordan's
a little busy.
But Jordan's in there.
Jordan is in there. Not under every single variation of Otto, but like some of the biggest versions of them. William Shatner in there as well. Shout out to William Shatner. Ben Simmons, no
Benjamin Simmons,
not Derek Lively
in here. Derek Lively, no Derek Lively.
Kevin Love,
no Kevin Love. Not that I'm seeing. No Kevin Love.
They exhausted the memorabilia.
Shout out also to Matt Stoney, San Jose's finest.
Oh yeah,
he's in here. They have multiple competitive eaters, incling
Joey?
No Joey.
Okay.
Maybe his price point's a little high.
Man,
A personal favorite of mine, which shout out to Tom in the Mojobreak Gaming's social media department. I felt like I was exposing myself by saying, "Hey, do you know this guy Badlands Chugs?" And he went, "Oh yeah, man, I know Badlands Chugs." Who was just the recent winner of the lemonade chugging contest on the same day.
Was that
as
the one that
hot
is
dog
that the
eating
one that
contest.
threw up at the end?
No, not that guy. Like
Okay.
he was the winner. Who, if you saw him and he drinks and drinks and drinks and it's like 2 seconds, it's gone, and he just lets out this like.
Yeah, it was actually
growl.
sadly. I always watch the hot dog contest. I sadly missed it because there was a change of our 4th of July plans, and we were hosting. So I had to barbecue and I had to clean the backyard, and that was a busy day on Saturday, July 4th. So I missed it. But an absolute epic call out by the guy that runs the hot dog. You know, the guy that wears the derby hat when he announced Joey Chestnut, the undisputed, the undoubted, and just went into this rant about Joey Chestnut, and it was just majestic.
That's
because
awesome.
How many championships now? 15?
Something like that.
16?
Something like that.
Eating, there's something
Only
about,
Stoney's beat him.
there's something about eating the hot dog eating competition. It's disgusting.
It's revolting.
Like
it is.
there's something about when they're like dipping
The
buns
bun in the water is
water
gross.
That just, I mean,
It's really gross.
like
But this man had a 20 hot dog lead. Like he
this wasn't even close.
destroyed-
no, he's the greatest athlete ever to
In his sport?
do it ever.
Well, yeah, you know,
He's
people
ever. He's
people laugh
better.
at it because
He's-
it's an eating contest, but there's been nobody that's ever been able to even come close.
But it's not. Yeah, he is so much better than the second greatest person ever to do it. He's just. It's like not. And how long can he do it?
Hey,
for?
let's put some
How-
respect on Kobayashi's
But-
name.
but
He was a
but
dude
how-
He was the
in
OG.
his time.
But we're going on like
But he's the
almost
number 2
20
now.
yees of Joey Chestnut, just year in it. He doesn't have an off year.
No.
He just
Unless
goes,
he hasn't contractually obligated to eat to have a contract with a imitation meat company.
Yeah. But he goes.
He must
out,
have dropped that to be able to do this, right?
Or I think he worked something out in his contract where he's allowed to do
He
it.
just goes
you
out
can't.
there, and I mean, it must be terrifying. Like going in there, and you're just like, I got no chance.
I'll throw out one last thing.
The
here.
bet was insane. It was like you had to bet like $100 to win like 50 cents on like
Jeez.
on Joey Chestnut because it was
Good
like
Lord.
it was like there was no point, and then people were taking the field, and it was like you're just wasting money there too. So there's like no way to for you Kalshi bettors. It was like there's no way to
I mean,
ever
you can
bet on
probably
the hot dog
bet
contest.
how many hot dogs he eats, and that's
That would
probably-
Sure, that's
yeah.
that's
the
really
only-
what it is. You just bet on that number.
And how long is it? 10 minutes.
Yes, 10 minutes.
So he is eating 6.
I think he had
a minute.
65 or something like
He's
that.
eating about 6.2, 6.1 a minute.
When I was watching the highlights,
Dude.
he had like
Think about that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't eat 6 hot dogs,
Period.
let alone eat 6 hot dogs
Then you don't
in a
want to.
minute.
We did a video where we were asked how many hot dogs could you eat in 10 minutes, and I said pretty confidently 20.
In 10 minutes? In 10 minutes?
I think I'm taking it back now. That's a lot. It's a lot of hot dogs.
If I,
hot dog a minute, 10, I could probably do that.
I might.
these guys throw up afterwards though, right? They have to.
A lot of them do.
I mean, do you guys think
Or,
you can
well,
do
yeah, I don't wanna get into that.
the 999 challenge?
Yeah, I can do that.
You go. Oh, just
Come on
confident,
now. I'm
just-
built different.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not really. It's not really because they give you a tall can for 9 innings.
Yeah, or the new one where it's
They
just
give
like,
you 9 cups.
They give
that
you
don't
that
even-
shot glass.
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I don't like that one.
you do it. You basically get a 16. You get
right, like a real beer.
9 16
Oh
ounce
yeah, because
beers.
I mean the stadiums are selling them now.
yeah,
and
they're doing it,
making
and
ones.
it's like, and they're like little. They're like 4 ounce.
Yeah, what do they call it when you get like a flight of beers? Like it's that size.
No, that isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And they're probably little mini hot dogs. Like that's marketing. I'm talking like doing the real deal. Like
Right.
9 real hot dogs,
No.
9 real beers. I
10 years ago, yes.
don't think I
Not
can
anymore.
do. I think 5 and 5 would be a tough task.
Pretty
spare
respectable.
me from being uncomfortable and having some kind of acid reflux when I go to bed. Spare me from
Gross.
that.
I got to throw out. This is the one more thing in Goodwin. This I just noticed. Is I don't remember this being in previous sets. Legends of Rock cut signatures.
Oh,
Listen to this. This is enticing. Jeff Beck,
Sick.
Brian Jones, Chester Bennington,
Ooh.
Chris Cornell.
Ooh.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Brian Jones,
Fats Domino, Hank Williams.
Hank Williams, what?
Hank Williams Sr.
Senior.
These are all cut autos. Ronnie James Dio.
What?
Come on.
Holy diver?
Wilson Pickett. This is cool. It's a big list of one cut autos of rock legends.
Brian Jones?
Yeah, the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Recently passed.
Right. Well, I think we have.
Bobby Darin? Yeah, he's been in stuff. Though.
Oh, Bobby Darin.
Man.
How about Tom Petty? Is he on there?
He is not.
Huh.
He is not.
I know he's
there.
been in-
But
I know
this
he's
is a
been in
very
Transcendent.
cool. That's a really, really cool addition. And once again, I think it's just like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm excited for Goodwin. This is the best looking checklist in a while.
Like a lot of those cut autos are very, very expensive.
Yes.
Like Chris Cornell auto is very expensive.
Really, really expensive.
Like a stone. So.
That's right.
Well, that's all we got for you guys today. We got a meeting to head out to, but come see us at Fanatics Fest. I think there'll be another show before that, but come see us at Fanatics Fest, July 16th through 19th. If you're in the Javits Center area and you're in New York or you're already planning on going down there, come say hi. Also, listen to the Hype on Collect every Friday on the Fanatics Collect app, where you get your breaks, but you can also get your podcast there now as well, live. Fanatics on Collect, the Hype on Collect, where we go over clips of the week and different break hits, different controversies in the hobby, and we almost do it like ridiculousness style. So join us every Friday for that. You can catch the replays over there as well as Mojobreak Media as well, and we'll see you guys on the next Hype piece.